Peace, love, smiles through the galaxy. I'm Zachary. I see you. Hey, today I'm about to tell you how you get a free ticket. It might, for some of you, if you want to check it, check out Avengers Endgame on opening night. It takes about 2 to 3 days for you to get this ticket. So you got General Mills is running a promotion. You just have to buy 3 of their products, and you get a free movie ticket, up to $13. So if you live in a part of the country where your movie tickets are more than $13, then you just got to pay the difference. But if you live in a place like the Dakotas where it's cheap, then you don't got to worry about all that. Rather you go matinee or late in the night. So anyway, you got to keep your receipt. You take a picture of your receipt, and then you submit that. And then once that's accepted, they'll send you a confirmation and let you know that you're through Fandango, that the ticket is waiting. So, Honey Nut Cheerios. You also you may have to get a certain size, certain ounce. I don't eat a whole lot of cereal, but got some family members that do. So this only came up to about $10, right? And that's gonna spend $10 on some products that family's gonna eat. I might even eat some of this myself, and then get a free movie ticket. So I'm looking at certain things on the promotion. Sometimes it gives it away. I could be completely wrong, but I'm really interested in script writing and just kind of breaking down movies and just predictions and reviews and recaps and just how I think a story arc should go. So I'm looking at, for Avengers, you got a bunch. You got Guardians of the Galaxy, you got Captain Marvel, you got all these different superheroes. Yet, so they have, some of the originals, right? Out of these 6, I think a third of them are going to be gone. I think a third of them are going to be no longer. Maybe even half. Now, on the side package, they got Ant-Man. They got Ant-Man. Why not Captain Marvel? Captain Marvel just came out. Looking all on the package, they got Ant-Man. To me, that is very telling. So I already have this theory or this prediction that Ant-Man is going to save the day. Remember, if you watched Ant-Man Part 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Ant-Man is stuck in the quantum realm, right? So the quantum realm, I guarantee you, time is different by size, by space, So what's when time goes slower, way slower for things that are small, and things that are large, time goes quick. So he's small. His time, while he's in the quantum realm, is going to be a matter of minutes or a matter of hours. But in the real big world outside of the quantum realm, there's going to be an elapse of time that may be months or years. So that's one theory that I got, and I believe that makes sense. And then obviously you got Captain Marvel. Whenever you watch these movies, you want to stay for post-credit. That kind of gives you, it kind of leads up to what, it's like an Easter egg, leads up to what's going to happen next. So Captain Marvel, she has a lot of incredible power. She's going to probably more than likely come through, save the day because if you remember at the end of Infinity War, Iron Man, he got stabbed pretty bad by Thanos before Thanos got up out of there. So I guarantee they're going to probably be in a situation where they need saving, as far as they're going to be running low on food, they're going to be running low on supplies, on fuel to get somewhere, so they're kind of going to be sitting duck stranded. And with Iron Man and his wits and everything, he's losing life because of that wound, It might get even gangrene, you know. But, you know, I'm just saying that they're going to need saving. And who's better to save the day than Captain Marvel? Great introduction to the team. She saves the day by bringing them to the Avengers. She'll bring them to, because at the end of Captain Marvel, post-credit, she shows up. There's War Machine. Was it War Machine? No, it was, yeah, I think it was War Machine, Incredible Hulk, Black Widow, Captain America, you know, so she's going to pop up on the scene with them, and she's going to have in tow the other Avengers that she just saved. Hawkeye, because he's on here, it's showing Hawkeye is on here. His family, he's going to lose his family from when Thanos did the snap, right? So this is going to change Hawkeye to Ronin. He's just going to be like a mercenary going around bringing vengeance and killing, well, not vengeance, but just kind of like a mercenary vigilante, just going out and obliterating some corrupt people in power doing evil, bad things on the planet. And he's just a hitman, just taking them out. Not a hitman, but just, you know, bringing justice to the world, because he don't have his family. His family got, you know, they turned to dust. And he didn't have any sense of it, so he just kind of went, you know, into this world of vigilante. What else? I think that it's going to take Ant-Man to convince Tony Stark's, Bruce Banner, some of their brightest minds on the team for Avengers, that this quantum realm is the way to go. Hawkeye, he has nothing to lose. He got, you know, he lost his family, so I think that he's going to volunteer to go on the mission. He could care less if he come back or not, and it's going to work. You know, it's going to work in the quantum realm. It's going to prove. So once they figure that out, then their mission would to probably jump back in time. And it's probably going to have to show flashbacks of different Marvel movies, different fights, different scenarios, different times when there's like, you know, Infinity Stones being gathered and collected, the Tesseract, and things like that. So they got to go back in those situations. They're probably going to meet some of their past selves, and they're going to have to convince their past self that they're on a mission to save the Earth. This is what happened. You know, there's going to be the Gamora, the past Gamora, I believe, and the past Nebula is probably going to have a role in the film because they're Thanos' daughters. I think it's going to probably be easiest to convince the past Gamora. The past Nebula may be more difficult to convince, but the present Nebula, since she knows and she's on this you know, to set things right, she might have to take out her past self, because her past self might be a roadblock. I'm just thinking of things that would tie up the story to just kind of add more meat to the story, how I probably would write it. What else I would say? I would say that someone's going to be brave, the hero's story, hero's journey, the hero's arc, and they're probably going to sacrifice themselves. I'm thinking, as I'm looking at the promotion again, look at the back of the promotion. To me, it's very telling. I mean, I could be way off, but honestly, I think these two ain't gonna make it. I think these two ain't gonna. Just look at how marketing goes. Why in the heck? Excuse my language, I ain't gonna say. But why would they have Ant-Man instead of Captain Marvel? And so they got Ant-Man. So I think Ant-Man is crucial to the plot, and I think who it makes more sense, probably, obviously, for but Tony Stark has always kind of been the hero and kind of carrying the franchise. So Black Widow, I'm going with Black Widow is going to sacrifice herself to probably get an Infinity Stone or two or something, just to kind of give her character a little more, signing off for her working service as a superhero, part of the Avengers. So my vote, out of the 6, we're going to lose definitely Black Widow. She's out of there. Because now you got Captain Marvel, Nebula's going to probably join Guardians of the Galaxy. Thor, Incredible Hulk. I think that Tony Stark's, he's not going to die just yet, but I think he will fade and die. His contract is up. But I think what he'll do is he'll probably, in his Iron Man way, Tony Stark way, him and Captain America are going to have some more words about what happened during Civil War and things like that. Because remember, Civil War, that's at the end of Civil War. Well, during Civil War, that's when, the world got introduced to Black Panther, things like that. I think there's going to be a big battlefield fight. I don't know if it'll happen on Wakanda turf or somewhere like that. I think it probably makes sense to have it on Wakanda turf, because it'll be contained, because Wakanda is kind of like hidden from the rest of the world, and so it'd be similar to the battlefield in Infinity War. I could be wrong. Maybe the fight would take someplace else, but it'd be Thanos and his army versus the Avengers and their army. It's going to be a lot of bloodshed, a lot of loss, a lot of. I think there's probably going to be some Asgardians that's going to come to play. There's going to be, obviously, you got your Groot and Drax, and you're going to have everybody, Star-Lord, Guardians of the Galaxy. I think everybody. This is the big bang. This is like the finals. This is the playoffs, the finals. So this thing has got to be big and humongous. I think that it's going to be a lot of. The movie is 3 hours, I'm hearing. So I'm thinking that the first hour and a half is story building. And it's going to be a little action, but it's not going to be a whole lot. It ain't going to turn up until like an hour and a half into the movie, maybe even 2 hours. It may have to wait until that 2-hour mark come. And then that last hour is just going boom, 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 boom. It's going to be like bang, 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 bang. But we're definitely going to lose Black Widow I think she's going to sacrifice herself. And that makes sense for her story arc to just kind of give it a little bit more, a little more oomph on her character. I think he's gonna do some great things with maybe Pepper Potts, but it's gonna have to be all hands on deck. I think Tony Stark's is probably gonna help, or Stark Enterprise is gonna be behind trying to recreate maybe like the Gauntlet. Once they go back in time through the quantum realm and do all these things to get those stones, once they collect all the stones, put it on this gauntlet that Stark Enterprises will create, it makes sense to probably try to have the Incredible Hulk do it, because he's probably closer to the size of Thanos, and try to, reverse the snap. I don't know if the Hulk will have the strength to do it. I don't think the Hulk is going to die. I think he probably get injured. I think what'll happen is you'll probably have Iron Man, either have create something, or he would have to do it in some type of way. But again, he's got to go. These two have to go. So I don't know if he's going to die from the Thanos injury from Infinity War, or if he gets healed and he steps up to the plate and try to, because the Hawk won't be able to do it, so he would try to do it, and then that would do something to, like, you know, drain his energy or something like that, or he ain't gonna make it. My vote is she's gonna go for sacrificing. He's gonna go for you know, trying to reverse the snap. I think that Ant-Man is going to be the key to helping them even understand it. Now, how do Ant-Man get out of the quantum realm in the first place? Because the Wasp and Hank Pym and all of them, they fizzle out after Thanos did the snap. I think it's going to be something silly like nature. Something is going to trigger him to come back. It might be like a bug. He's an ant, so maybe it'd be like it may be like a cockroach or something. Cause like, think about it. If he's down there for minutes or hours, and then in the real world maybe months or years elapse, that van, his, you know, all of that is probably going to get towed and put away somewhere. Hopefully, obviously, it's not going to be destroyed. It can't be destroyed because that would ruin the movie. But it's going to be in some storage or something somewhere. And nature, you know, it'd be like a bug, like a roach, or maybe some type of, like a pigeon, or something like that is going to probably come along and like do something and pop them out, you know. I think it's going to be a lot of comedy in the movie. I think that there's going to be a lot of emotions. People are going to be crying because people are going to be sacrificing themselves and dying. Some of our beloved characters. There's going to be some new characters probably introduced, and they're going to probably, you know, die out, you know, because they're, you know, disposables. What else? I mean, this is a 3-hour movie. I'm just thinking, like, so how do we tie it into a bow? How do we end this movie? So, after all that is said and done, they, you know, recreate the gauntlet through Stark Enterprises after they go through the quantum realm, get all the stones they need. I think Thanos is smart enough where he can feel it, and he's gonna be like, he's gonna be on to like something ain't right. Something ain't right. He's going through the motions to collect the stones, and then he's just gonna feel it like, oh man, they trying to stop. They don't want to see me make it. They trying to stop me from you know, carrying out my mission. So that's why the big war is probably going to take place in Wakanda or wherever they have that battlefield. And I think that after the snap, so you got, I'm trying to think, Okoye, you know, Okoye, the Wakandans. How do life go on for a lot of these characters after the snap? I think they just left picking up the pieces. I think that Thor is kind of going to be in a vulnerable state, as well as some of the other Avengers. I think what makes the most sense is Thor, because Thor Ragnarok was in the vein of Guardians of the Galaxy. Just the storytelling, the comedic, the energy, the action. So I think it makes sense for Thor and probably even the Incredible Hulk to just join up with the Guardians of the Galaxy. You got your new wave of Avengers, you know, the new phase, you know, that's going to be coming in. I think Guardians of the Galaxy 3 should have Thor and Hawk. If not Hawk, at least Thor. That would make sense because he just meshed well with them. You saw in Infinity War, they're back and forth, just their chemistry. It's a no-brainer. It makes sense. So I would team him with them going forward. He can still have some standalone movies, but I think he should rock and mesh well and just become a Guardian of the Galaxy. Oh, he's Asgard, so he'd be an Asgardian of the Galaxy. Yeah, funny. Valkyrie, he can just pass the torch to her probably, or I'm wondering, like, so when they go back in time, will Loki pop back up? Probably so. That makes sense. you got to remember, like, there's like 50 characters. So I'm just I'm grasping, I'm just thinking, like, how does this continue to play out? So, yeah, because remember, all right, so I should have just done like a binge watch of all of them to paint. I'm just going freestyling because I'm excited because I just got this ticket. Let me show you. Let me show you, man. See, so because I have the General Mills products, my ticket is waiting for me. So it's not until theaters until Friday, but you can do like the Thursday night showing. And I am going to try to make it to the Thursday night showing. If not, I'll go Friday. But yeah, so how does it end? The makeshift, the new gauntlet. I think Stark Enterprises, Tony Stark, he's going to do it. It's going to damage him beyond repair. He's going to die. It's going to probably be a dramatic funeral scene. I'm thinking of, like, you remember how sad it was? It's always sad at the end of, like, a franchise. And this is not the end of it, but it's the end of this phase. So it's like, remember the end of, like, Harry Potter. You remember the end of Lord of the Rings. The Hobbit, all these like big movies. The end, it's going to be a tear-jerking ending. I am curious to know, like, what would the post-credit, the end credits, what they're going to look like, because obviously we're going to have Spider-Man and Black Panther and Captain Marvel 2 and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and some Ant-Man 3, other movies to come out. So looking at, because it's just crazy on all of the marketing. It's only those 6. Even on the, I don't know if you can see that. So there's Black Widow. You got Thor. You got Hawk, Captain America, Iron Man. So I think what makes the most sense, what's going to happen is Iron Man will not continue on. I think, definitely Black Widow will not continue on. I think Captain America is, once they go back in time, Captain America, he is going to get that final dance with old girl. What's her name? Shoot. You know who I'm talking about. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank right now. Jones. What, isn't it? Jones. So he's gonna be an old man or something like that. I mean, it just makes sense to just, because their contract's over, you gotta phase them out. Iron Man won't go on. Captain America is gonna be old or something. Black Widow's gonna sacrifice herself. Thor is gonna be an Asgardian of the galaxy. Incredible Hulk, he should do the same thing and join the Guardians of the Galaxy. And then, now that Hawkeye will be Ronin, he can either have a standalone movie going forward on some Jason Bourne type, just mercenary vigilante, or to phase him out if his contract is done and over. Then they could just say, now that he got his family back, he just go back into retirement. And who knows, maybe they could revisit that in the future and bring him out of retirement or something for a future film. But again, it makes sense for all of these. These 3 are going to be definitely gone. He's going to be retired with his family, so technically he could be gone, but it could be an option to bring him back. Thor is going to be an Asgardian or a Guardian of the Galaxy. And then Hawk can do the same thing. So that's my prediction. That's my breakdown. I don't know if it's going to be spoilers, but I am interested to just know how this film is going to turn out. I'm excited. I know a lot of you are excited. If you're looking to get a free ticket, go ahead and, get you some General Mills. Make sure that it has, the promotion on it. because it's going to tell you step by step how you do it. Obviously, it's 3 steps. It's pretty simple. So you purchase, you keep your receipt, you take a look at purchase your 3 items, and then you take a picture of the receipt, you submit that, and then you wait for them to accept it, and then you redeem your ticket and you enjoy your movie. And it's through Fandango. So technically, this video is sponsored by General Mills, Fandango, Marvel, we out here, Disney, Peace, Love, Smiles, Truth, Galaxy. I'm Zachary. I see you. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Be kind to nature. The universe will support you. I think all will go back to how it was. You know, after that snap, people will get their loved ones back. I think the reverse snap is going to do so. So how does Thanos get contained or destroyed? I guess I think the reverse snap is going to probably erase him. He's probably going to turn to dust, and so it's definitely going to balance out the universe like he wanted, but it won't be the way that it played out. Obviously, in Infinity Wars, it'd be almost like I think he's definitely getting erased along with some others, so they just won't have to worry about him. So let me know what y'all think about that. Peace. Let me know if you're going to check out the movie, and let me know how incorrect, because I'm probably way off, but this is how I would write it, you know, as far as those storylines and things like that to tie up some of those loose ends and put it on the bow. Love you. Peace, 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 peace. Galaxy.